Hello, I'm Fast Lawyer. I'm with Eclipse Reviews. Now with Windows Mixed Reality as well. Today we're gonna do a review for Eclipse Edge of Light. This is actually a mobile VR port to the Steam VR store. And anyone who knows me knows that I've been pretty critical of mobile VR games in general. However, Eclipse Edge of Light is an amazing game, and I am so happy this game was brought to the Steam VR store so more people can share in this wonderful puzzle exploration game. There really is a sense of wonder as you progress in this game. There's so many beautiful scenes and very strong environmental storytelling. Now, there's not a whole lot of text as far as the story goes. And there's not really voiceovers or anything like that. Just a few texts kind of give you an idea of what happened, along with environmental storytelling and just some cinematics that are thrown in there to really give you a sense of what happened in this world. The puzzles are what I call light puzzles. In other words, they're pretty easy. None of these puzzles should be difficult. This is sort of like a walking simulator. In fact, it probably would fall into a walking simulator genre, except that I like to call it puzzle exploration because you just have such a sense of wonder as you move along, as you go from one scene to the next, and it really is a magical world. Great job on these devs. The graphics are not the best, and you can see that on the video. The textures are not the highest textures, but the artistic work done here to put life into these worlds is amazing. This game is proof that you don't need the best graphics in VR to give you a great sense of immersion, to give you a great sense of presence, to make you believe that you're immersed in this world. And that's the feeling that I got while I was playing this game. You do have a jetpack, and you do jet around pretty often. But although that is a big component of the game, that's not really the focus. So yeah, it adds a little bit of fun moving around when you're jetpacking around. And there is some puzzles involved with using the jetpack. But that's not really what the focus of the game is. The focus on the game is exploration, with real simple puzzles to just get you involved in this world. And it really does feel like you're solving this mystery of what happened. How did everything go wrong? And give you something to think about at the end. I had a blast. It took me about 2.5 hours to finish the game. I do have some criticisms though. My main criticism, and this is the only big one, is the movement system. So you do have full locomotion sort of, and snap turning sort of, but it's all on one joystick. So you can move forward or backward, and you can turn left or right, but it's all on one joystick. And it's a combination of that and also head gaze based navigation. So you do move forward in the direction that you're looking. So it does take a little bit of while to get used to that, and I gotta say, it took me probably around 30 minutes to an hour just to get used to that, because I kept wanting to snap turn to get to where I was wanting to go, but it's just easier just to look and go forward rather than try to use the snap turn. Only use the snap turning, the turning from left to right, when it's a big change of direction that you need. So if it's just a small correction that you need, don't use the turn. You're gonna turn way too much. Just look to where you want to go, forward or backward, and you'll get there. There also was an issue with some of the button mapping. Keep in mind, I'm reviewing an early pre-release build of this game, so that issue may be resolved by the time of final release. But I just wanted to point out that small thing, but the buttons on the tutorial that were mentioned to use the jetpack wasn't the same button that worked. So I had to actually use the A or X button, and I believe on the tutorial it says to use the other trigger. So those were the only issues I ran into. Other than that, this game ran smoothly for me. I had no issues whatsoever. A couple of the puzzles made me think for maybe like a few seconds, but there was nothing. None of the puzzles really stumped me. And I highly suggest that you don't look online for any gameplay. I don't feel bad about showing this gameplay because it's basically still part of the tutorial. You're still being told what to do in all the gameplay that I'm showing, so they're not really spoilers. This is stuff that you would solve just by following the tutorial guides at the very start of the game. So don't worry, I'm not really spoiling anything for you. This is the very start of the game, and I didn't want to show any more because I don't want to spoil this game at all for you guys. I highly recommend this game. As far as my final score, I'm not sure I'm gonna have a final score because I don't know what the price of this game will be on the Steam store. I have a guess, but I don't really know how much it'll cost. But my score will probably be a 7 or an 8. 8 if it's reasonably priced. 7 if it's like priced a lot higher than I thought. But yeah, probably I'll rate this an 8 out of 10. This is the best mobile VR port to the Steam store that I have played. It's one of the better puzzle exploration games on Steam VR, if not the best. It really is wondrous to experience this game, and I highly recommend this game. I think this is a must-buy. But keep in mind, this is not really for people who are looking for a big challenge. This is a relaxing puzzle game, a walking simulator type game. So if you're not into those type of games, you may not enjoy this game. However, if you like those type of games, I really think you will love this game. I certainly did. I had a great time, and just it's amazing what developers can do with just limited was a small studio, and they really made it what I think is an epic game in VR. It is no wonder to me that it did win Mobile VR Game of the Year on the Daydream store, and it really is well deserved, and it's a good port to Steam VR. I'm Fast Lawyer. I'm with Oculus Rift Reviews. Thank you for watching. Have a wonderful day. Goodbye.